Hello audiophiles of the internet, and welcome back once again to Audio 46, your headphone destination. If you are joining us today, then you are in for a real treat as we will be reviewing an extremely unique product that comes to us from Japanese company Final Audio. Final has become the latest company to introduce their own entry into the crowded field of, you guessed it, true wireless earbuds. But these ones happen to have a very special twist, so without any further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Let's talk headphones. Right off the bat, it will be easy to spot that the Final Audio EVA TW is not your typical true wireless earbud. For its latest product, Final Audio has brought us an exciting collaboration with iconic media franchise Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yes, you heard me right. These true wireless earbuds are based on the iconic anime and provide an extremely unique design and concept that is sure to raise the eyebrows of general consumers and fans alike. I am so excited to get to show you these, so let's start by taking a look at the box. There are different options available for this product, and they are all based on the different mechs or robots from the show, and their color schemes go accordingly. The Unit 01 version is purple, the Unit 02 is red, and the Mark 6 is a navy blue and orange, which is the unit that I was mostly using. The box is a nice compact size, and the themed color scheme looks really nice here, with a good shiny finish on the box and some nice looking accents for color on the top and bottom. The design on the front features a waveform that is a reference to the synchro rate of each of the corresponding robots from the show, which is yet another way that the theme has been folded in here. On the back of the box, you also have your Evangelion logo, as well as a QR code on the back, which takes you to the My Final app so that you can register your serial number and get other updates and information. From here, the box flips over to reveal your charging case, which has the earbuds inside. In this separate compartment above, there is a small box that contains your manual, a USB to USB-C charging cable, and 5 extra pairs of ear tips, which is pretty handy. The area where these earbuds are mostly going to lean into the theme here is obviously the design. Both the charging case and the earbuds are designed in the armor style of the mechs from the show, which give these some cool patterning and a nice lifted texture. The case is slightly bigger than those we usually see with a set of true wireless earbuds, probably to accommodate for the rounded shape here that flares out at the bottom, which gives these a little character since it is quite literally based on an existing character. As for the material of the case, it is a plastic all the way around, including on the hinging, which is pretty thin and doesn't feel the most durable, so these probably aren't going to survive a lot of drops and abuse, which is just something to note here, especially if you're going to be collecting these. The earpieces in comparison are actually quite a good small size and sit on the ear nicely without too much sticking out. They fit in well with the classic place and twist, and the generous amount of ear tips ensures that it will be extremely easy to get a nice fit and a preferred amount of seal. Aesthetically, the earpieces and the case cohere very seamlessly. When connecting with your device, these will go into pairing mode automatically as soon as you pop them out of the case, and auto-connect every time you do so after that. In terms of connectivity and compatibility, the EVA TW supports Bluetooth 5.0, and codecs used here are SBC, AAC, and aptX. One of these specs that is going to be most eye-opening here is just how long of a charge these wireless earbuds can hold. You'll get 6 hours of playback for aptX and 9 hours for SBC or AAC. Now, this may seem a little ho-hum, but the secret sauce here is the charging case, which can go all the way up to a maximum of 63 hours on a full charge, which only takes 2 hours of charging to achieve. This is pretty hefty stuff for a true wireless earbud and definitely a big strength and selling point here. With a lot of focus on the strong design and the theme here, it is easy to forget that these are still a Final Audio product, and certainly no slouch when it comes to the nuts and bolts on the inside. Within each of these earpieces is a small dynamic driver that utilizes an ultra-thin film diaphragm suspended by a brass ring that purports to deliver an exceptional amount of precision for this price range. Also included in this system here is a neodymium magnet and special acoustic adjustment filter to achieve balance without the inclusion of a software-based equalizer, which is a common feature in models like this one. The idea behind this omission is that a more natural and less artificial sounding EQ will make for a less fatiguing experience for the listener over time. Finally, no discussion of a true wireless earbud is complete without touching on its functionality. Most offerings in this category will feature a touchpad control, but Final Audio has opted instead for a more tactile approach with one large button in the center of either earpiece. When using these here, you're going to want to make sure you get a good grip on them so you don't end up shoving them into your ear canal when pressing down. Each button here is multifunctional. One press on either side will play or pause your track, or it can pick up and hang up a phone call. Pressing twice on each earbud will either raise or decrease the volume, or will reject an incoming call. And pressing twice while the music is paused will summon your voice assistant. The controls are pretty responsive and intuitive and straightforward without any needless complications. A side note here, one of the other really nice touches that ties this into the theme is that the voice commands in the earphone are provided by actress Nagasawa Miki, who played one of the original characters in the anime. There is also an English language voice assistant that can be toggled when in pairing mode. Now onto some sound, starting first with the sound stage. The stage here provides a very respectable amount of width that feels like it extends all the way to the outer edges of the earpiece, which is about exactly as much as you could expect from an earbud like this. In terms of imaging, it also comes in strong with a good amount of separation between instruments, with good depth and layering between the various parts. It doesn't feel as massive as an over-ear headphone obviously would, but there's absolutely a great sense of spatial awareness, with aspects such as percussion and rhythm elements falling nicely to the back to make room for leads and vocals which protrude adequately forward. The low end here is thick and deep, with enough power to pack a decently sized punch and fill your headspace well. At the same time, textures are smooth, and the relatively balanced quality ensures that bass frequencies never turn into inarticulate blurring or booming. In a track like Linkin Park's When They Come For Me, for example, the huge tribal drums have a good amount of power and appropriately large size, but the attacks are also clean and maintain a good hard edge between their transients and the equally beefy synth bass line and expansive vocal harmonies. The low end does tend to dominate the profile here, but if you're like me and you're more inclined toward that, then it does so in a very natural and balanced way that is overall very pleasant. In terms of mid-range, there is definitely more of a tilt toward the lower mids here. This can result in the image becoming a bit thin in this area depending on your material, especially with fuller textures like really thick electric guitars, but the elements here do retain a very nice natural timbre and feel thanks to the use of the acoustic filtering instead of the software EQing. Despite the low-mid emphasis, these earbuds do avoid drifting into warmer-sounding territory, as balance was certainly more of a priority here. As I mentioned earlier, vocals do have a great amount of clarity here and are always managed to be separated nicely in the mix. Treble here is also very suitable, but with a more mixed presentation. Final Audio has certainly achieved their goal of a high-end that does not feel fatiguing or overbearing, which naturally means that the frequencies here are a little more laid back. This does result in a little less impact than systems that have a little more sparkle or color up top, but it overall feels very complementary to the balanced approach of the entire sound profile. Elements like high-range instruments and female vocals still have a great sounding timbre that is natural and fits into the context of the signature well, but just not the star of the show here. So what do you guys think of these? Are you as excited about the design as we are, or any of you fans of the series? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another video about a cool new product from our channel. If you want to find out more about these, then visit our website at audio46.com, where you can also check out our blogs and other reviews. And as always, if you happen to find yourself in New York City, then please drop into our brick and mortar store on 46th Street so that you can come in to say hello and try out some headphones. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Franco, once again with Audio 46, your headphone destination. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.